Hello, Collective. Thank you guys for tuning in, subscribing to my channel. I really do appreciate it. This morning is um, 5, it's 5/3/2025. It's Saturday. I've been tapping into the energy about children a lot. So if you got children, this could be for you. You know what I'm saying? The devil card just flew out here on the ground, on the floor. On the board. First card here. Okay. There's a lot of judgment here with that energy. You know, someone is really paying attention to their child. And you seeing that some work is needing to be done with you and your child. Like you need to step up and do some things. We got a lot of parents out here who looking at the wrong thing instead of worrying about how their child life is going or what their child is feeling like. You got parents out here who don't even care about how their child feels. Like, you a kid, you're supposed to feel they a human being. They supposed to feel things differently too, just like you. Your child is different than you. Your child ain't the same as you. Your child got their own different personality. You cannot make your child have a certain way that they don't feel like it's comfortable with their skin. It's almost like these parents who are with their children when they're changing their sex, right? That child wants that for themselves. Then you got people out here who will get mad at that part, but they feel like it's the devil. They feel like it's negative. Like, how could you allow your child to change themselves? But they have to suffer the consequences for their actions on what they wanted. All you are is a guide for your child. You there to support them in whatever it is that their energy is telling them to do. You cannot force anything. Even if you raise your child, you can raise your child all the way up to be that man or that woman, that whatever gender they are. You raise them to be that gender. You raise them to with those type of, you gonna play these sports and all that, and then when they get grown, they have the same sex companionship, and you like, oh, you can't stand all of what I did for you, but that's what you did for yourself, not for your child. That's one thing that parents are not understanding, or people do not understand. Even though you raising your child going to be once on their own and making their own decisions, right? So when they make their own decision and you see that it's not what you raised, then you get an attitude, or you get mad, or you tell them, I don't want you in my life, or, you know what I'm saying, I don't want you in my life until you understand you a man, or you don't understand you a woman. And that type of energy make them mad because they never want to be that while you was teaching them that. They wanted to be something else. We got that devil energy out here toughly on the board for this type of energy. You know, there's a lot of negative energy around a child or a person who is probably venturing off. You could be in your from 20 to 30 at this time here. Whoever you are, you could be between 20 and 30 years old. But during the time you was raised up, your mom could have dressed you like a girl, but you want to be a boy. Your mama dressed you up like a boy, but you wanted to be a young lady, okay? But when you got on your own, make your own decision, you did what your energy felt comfortable in doing here. And you got a lot of people, or you could be a parent who was with your child, and your child was a young lady, and you, I want to be a man, and you was right there with your child wanting that, making sure that's what they wanted, you know, being content with that type of energy, even though if you didn't like it or not, but you stayed because you didn't want your child to feel like you didn't have their back on what they wanted to do in their life. And then you get that parent who taught that child how to be a man or whatever they want them to be, and that child wanted to be a woman, right? For instance. And they made them put them in these sports, put them in this, and then all of a sudden they get the same companionship. Same sex companionship. They get mad at it. And then when they see these two elevate in life, gain a lot in life, living good in life, and here they coming back. Oh, baby, I knew you was going, and you be like, no, you know you didn't. Because if you did, you would have had my back during the whole time. See, I just feel like this that type of energy of somebody. Like I said, you could be between 20 and 30 at this moment. But it's almost like your parent or your parents or your parent want to show back up in your life because they feeling like you doing something now when they wanted you to do what they wanted you to do. Okay, this ain't for everybody. There's a lot of people out here who can't stand a parent who's on their child's side as they change what they want to be in life. Be comfortable in their own skin, however that may be. Take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm just Moon Priestess, the messenger. That devil card is out here. What's it with that devil spirit? The Knight of Swords. You know, you got this energy going forward, toughly taking action, you know, without thinking, because they got negative energy. They wasn't thinking about when they was hurting you. They weren't thinking about when they had you crying every night. They wasn't thinking about when they put you out in the cold and told you to go find somewhere to be because you can't be in their home being that way. They wasn't thinking about, but they see the good on you now and they want to think so much of the good, but they're not thinking about the bad things that they encountered to make you move away from them and live your life like you should. Spirit, come through for this energy on the board. The Knight of Pentacles out here. I'm telling you, they see you getting something. They seen when you was getting it. And even though you was showing yourself and all that, you start receiving more. That's when they started to show up. It's almost like they seeked and found the energy that they needed to bring them to show up in front of you. But they knew they couldn't bring that negativity that they was trying to bring towards you when you was around them. What else, Spirit? The Nine of Wands out here. You see what I'm saying? It's like they thought that your plans wasn't working, what you was doing. But they see whatever you did, it brought a lot of attention towards you. They start seeing you connecting to certain supportive people that you would celebrate with that was loving who you are. And they felt like they should be too. They should be somewhere involved. But how could they be when they wasn't there supporting you through all of this? The people that you around were supporting you. The people you around is your family now. Even though that person is your parent. You looking at it like, that's just my parent. Because they wasn't supportive of nothing I was doing. Even though you could have been a doctor, you could have been a lawyer, you could be a nurse, you could be a lot of those things. But they didn't support you with being that neither, just because of who you were. You wasn't what they wanted you to be, but what you was doing was, now you being very insecure about your money, ain't you? You being very secure about how you gaining from what you gaining from right now. Because you wasn't gaining at first, you was gaining a little something. You had a lot of plans. But you found one that worked for you. One that gave you so much love and financial gains here. You feel like that negative energy needs to stay with your parent. Don't come to you with no good energy because all they ever gave you was negative energy. And you even know that people can change. But if they could, your parent would have changed along the years. They would have changed. Why would they change now since you got some, right? Spirit, come through for this energy on the board for the collective. They changed now since you got some, right? The Queen of Cups is out here. You kept your good heart and giving it even though you was hurt that your own parent wouldn't give it to you. Your intuition guided you forward in your life, and the spirit protected you no matter who you are, no matter what gender you love in the same gender. It does not matter. Your spirit is what counts with spirit, and that's exactly what it is on the board. The Four of Wands is out here. You out here celebrating yourself. That's why they came around, right? You probably got married. You probably in a committed relationship and your person love you. You love your person and y'all making a lot of money here, whoever this is. You know what I'm saying? Whoever your parent is feel like you betrayed them by neglecting them. But they neglected you, didn't they? You had to find your way, so they need to find you. Had to find your way to your supportive family, who you call family now, that you are celebrating with, right? You had to find them. You had to seek wisdom, understanding, and find them. That hermit was out here, right? Just like they need to seek and find redemption. The Two of Cups is out here. See what I'm saying? You found the connections. You know, and your parent is hurt by seeing your connection, seeing how happy you are, and feeling some type of way because they took action on the wrong thing with you. Now they coming in trying to show you some love, trying to bring you some type of message or about change from them when they know they had some fishy stuff going on with their energy around you. And I feel like that you are changing, they changing their energy around because of what they see you doing, what they see you got. They doing it right now. They see you change things around. They see you living in your own world, baby, and you comfortable in it with no if and buts about it. And you calling your truth no matter what on whatever it is that you doing, and you proud of it. You ain't scared. Look at them wands just keep coming out here. The King of Wands. The Emperor. You know what I'm saying? It's like you like, shoot, I'm going along my plan and I'm comfortable in it. I'm calling the truth on what I want to do, what my intuitive thought is telling me. And that part hurt your parent toughly here because they can't take action towards what you doing right now. They had time to take action and they did. And it wasn't no good actions that they took towards you to treat you a certain way. But you accepted it. You had to live with it. But now you're not accepting it. You're not taking it. And they know it. I'm trying to tell you here. They know it. Now they trying to figure out how they can plan to be in your world some type of way. Hoping that their plan work for them to see, be around you while you got all of this that you got right now, baby. I'm trying to tell you here. You calling the truth. You taking action with the truth. See, they don't want to hear the truth because they know what happened. They don't want to feel that pain of that truth. They want to just wipe it out and move forward. But you can't just wipe it out and move. You wiped it out, put it behind you, and move forward. But since their parents start to resurface, since you got something, you like, you calling the truth on their energy. What I say, you calling the truth because you receiving a lot. You getting a lot of unexpected good things in your life. And baby, the only way you can keep receiving is calling the truth on that energy that has some negativity towards you. If it was your mama, whoever it was, right? Now they losing, but they see you gaining. They see all these unexpected blessings coming in. But they thought you was going to lose on being who you was. They didn't think a winning energy was inside of you to get rid of some things and move forward and hope for the best in your life. You got memories, a lot of things of whoever did the most good things for you and all of those good things. You know what I'm saying? The Emperor right back out here, baby. You the walking truth right now. With your plans, with what you doing. You gaining a lot and you defending it, you protecting it. You ain't letting none come in and destroy it. You can see them destroying some stuff all on behind on the other side, and they trying to walk over towards you or come towards you to take over something that you celebrate, but they ain't gonna be able to do it because you too busy adventuring off on new ways to create some other things, to see other good things come in. So it's no way they can stop whatever you doing right now. They want something from you. They know you got a good heart because they see you've been giving the people around you who's been supporting you something. But they ready to bring some conflict. It's almost like your parent or whoever or the person is you was around, your guardian, baby, they ready to it's almost like they ready to compete with the people that you are comfortable with, that you call them family right now. They ready to compete with that energy. Like, I'm your mom. You should be giving me. Like, why? But you ain't doing it. Tempers. You got to balance in how you giving out your heart to who and when and where, and how you going to continue to work on towards that with your person. I'm trying to tell you, and your person is working hard on some things. Different type of ways you can make money, and y'all celebrating here. And that's what brought your parent back to you there. But they backstabbed you, right? They took action towards you to hurt you in so many ways that you can't even forgive them in your own way. But the Spirit says sometimes you got to forgive them. Let them know you forgive them, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be moving on with your life and celebrating like you done, right? Well, look at that, the Eight of Wands out here, right? If you hadn't got over this, you would be, everything will be moving as swiftly as it's moving. Your plans will be going like it's going. You will be growing things in your life, right? So that means that you understand what they did, you understand how they was, and you moved on with your life. You accepted it and you moved on. You put that stuff behind you and you moved on. You accept your life like it was. Them, they just gotta accept the outcome, which they don't like. And that's you receiving a lot of love no matter who you are and what you was doing. Yeah, they backstab you, but they see that you got a lot of love in front of you, right? And you balancing out your finances and you doing a wonderful job here. But at this moment, you ain't self-doubting yourself. But your person, your parent is, or that guardian is. They like, dang, I done lost their love. I should have been there. They should have been there with you while you was working on your plans and things like you doing now and achieving a lot of things in your life, right? You putting an end to that energy and a whole new beginning to what you doing. The Four of Swords is out here, I'm telling you. That person is thinking hard about how they hurt. They hurting right now. They thinking hard about your happy life now. And they like, dang, you know what I'm saying? I should have just took it. They need to call the truth that they did what they did. Ask you to forgive them. Move forward. Allow your energy, if you want to bring them back in your life, allow you to do it. Not them with the little sad stories that they got to come in your life when you already got the happy, supportive life that you grew for yourself. And you're going to consistently have for yourself. They coming in with their energy trying to, interfere, distract you some type of way, stop your growth some type of way. But you too comfortable for that. You too comfortable for that. You done worked hard on your plans for your happy family, baby. You was damn near about to fall on your face trying to get to your happy life that you got now. You be damned if you let somebody break that shit up, right? Shit, justice. You got it. And you ain't got time to be calling no judgment on something else and trying to make just, you already got justice on that type of energy, right? Oh, okay. Let's pull you an oracle here for the collective. Take what resonates and leave the rest. I'm just Moon Priestess, the messenger, delivering to the collective today on this Saturday. Okay, honey? If you would like a personal, you can contact my email. I'll give you all the details you need. Until then, honey, take what resonates and leave the rest. Do something meaningful for a stranger is in reverse, because I feel like you feel like your guardian is a stranger now. And like I told you, you can hold them grudges and stuff, but Spirit wants you to release it. Just forgive them and move forward. Didn't tell us anything, right? You didn't tell your guardians nothing about what you was accomplishing doing. They had to just find out on their own. And when they did, they started to show up, right? Dreamer is in reverse. Baby, you wasn't a dreamer. You was all about reality, because you made your reality what it is. It's like you knew you was going to have a good life. You knew you was going to be successful. You knew these things. But your guardians didn't, and certain people didn't. You already knew things was going to come true. Whoever you is, you very spiritual. It says not your friend. So you could be around somebody who was talking to your parent or your guardian. They knew it was your guardian and was talking to them. They didn't tell you that they was talking to or knew your parent, right? That's probably why they didn't tell anything came out. 333 equilibrium, mind, body, spirit. Don't get off balance. Don't let this sudden interference. Don't let this sudden distraction of this return of your guardian distract you and get you off balance of your energy to gain and all that. Because I'm telling you, you gotta be careful. You got somebody around you who was talking to their parent, telling them stuff. Keep moving, baby. Don't get off balance. Don't get off track. Keep moving in what you're doing. Because it's like some energies, negative energies trying to get you off of how you making your money. It says step up your goals, search internet network, increase status. You see, keep going with increasing your thing. Whoever this is, you could have a platform on social media where you and your significant other is the same sex. And y'all are creating and doing a lot of good things together. But you got a friend around you who probably was talking to your guardian, who was your guardian at the time when you was younger, that you put behind, you move away from, release that type of energy, and you start to live your life. Say, oh, they rich now. What? It's almost like Antoine Fisher movie type energy here. where they treated him bad, did him wrong, all those things. And he went and learned 7 different languages, went out of different countries and all that. Then he showed back up where he grew up at to let them know you didn't break me. That's the type of energy this is. The spirit just gave it to me, the Antoine Fisher. If you haven't seen that movie, go watch it, baby. He said, you, all what you did to me, you didn't break me. She tried to hug him. Oh, I knew you was going to be. He said, get back. No. She said, what? Like. He said, no. He said, you tried to break me. All the things that y'all did to me, you tried to break me, but you didn't break me. He said, I learned 7 different languages. I've been around the country, and I did it by myself. I didn't have nobody else to help me. You supposed to be helping me, but you tried to destroy me, but you didn't. See what I'm saying? That's the type of energy it is here. They tried to, just because of who you were. They thought you was going to be a dumb little whatever. Or they thought, oh, I can see the little sweet in them. Oh, I can see the man in her. Or I can see, she a tomboy. She ain't going to look like a women. I'm finna put her in a cheerleader. And I'm finna do. Like they did so much to try to keep you from who you were. And still didn't manage to succeed in keeping you from doing that thing. Now they see you doing that thing and you're gaining with your person. And they're being that woman or that man that they are, being with that opposite sex that they are, and they can't even get up on their feet like you are. Yeah, they want your energy, they want your money, they want to plead and all that, but you like, no, look, job. As I'm talking, they looking like, Don't forget where you came from. You said I couldn't have forget where I came from because that's how I got where I'm at now. Because I didn't forget where I came from. Take it how it resonates. That's what I'm getting in my head. I ain't never look, young thoughts, young moves, young a lot. I feel like whoever this is, you got a lot of energy. You got new ways of creating and doing things. Sometimes in that message, that means something different. But right now, it's like, you know how a young mind is just doing things, finding, gather. It's like whatever you're doing, it's like something that people will engage in every day. You know what I'm saying? You could be mukbangs. You could be dancing. You know, you could be just speaking, you and your person on the same sex relationship. Take that how it resonates. Can you see what they are doing to us? Yeah, you see it, don't you? You see what they did, and you can see what they are. But you need to see what their friend that's not your friend doing to you too. Like I said, they talking to some people behind your back. They could have been saying something negative about your connection. Like, they could be jealous of your connection because y'all gaining. And just being silent about it. Look, heat, fire, hot energy. Okay? You could be a fire energy. Your person could be, or your person friend. Whoever that fire energy is. What's up with that fire energy, spirit? Patient in building goals. Slow down too fast. I feel like that's your friend. They doing something. They had a plan. And they've been doing something, but they ain't been patient with it. They've been moving fast with it because whatever you've been doing in your life has been gained. You've been gaining quickly here. And the more you gain, the more they trying to move so fast on building something here. It's like they trying to do something here. And this was in behind with nothing. I feel like that person don't have a balance of harmony in their life. I feel like their sole purpose, they don't understand it. Their finances and relationship and career could be in jeopardy, but yours is all on tune. You could have met this person in 2022 or 2023, spirit is saying. Okay? Take that how it resonates, collective. Look at that. Patience. And really patience. See, you got patience in building your goals because you know it takes time. But at the same time, you take your time with doing these things. But it seems like you've been running into people who've been moving so fast on things. Your friend could want you to do something so quickly, but you trying to take your time on it. Pay attention to that energy. Collective spirit is saying care is here. I feel like you care about what you're doing, so you taking your time with it. You feel like if you rush it, that means that you ain't caring about the steps it's taken to do that thing that you're doing. And your person is patient and caring too as well. Look, y'all's both spiritually in tune to each other spiritually. Y'all know to take y'all time because that's what it care. You take your time with things. It's almost like making something. You can take your time and do it right. Every little inch, you're going to take your time and sew it in right. You're going to tie it in a knot and pull that knot in. You're going to cut it. You're going to make sure it's right. If it ain't right, you're going to untake it. You're going to do it again. You're going to make sure it's right. But when you rushing on something, not paying attention, you rushing to get something done quickly, that part is going to determine how that thing going to work out for you. But y'all know that y'all are gaining because y'all taking y'all time and whatever it is that y'all are creating here. Archangel Michael is around protecting y'all, baby, from a lot of this negative energy. Okay? From that friend's energy and from that guardian's energy who's coming around recently. It's a reason why they coming around. That friend could have sent them a link to what you was doing and all that. Check out your child or doing it. Look, call it. Look what I'm saying. They could have called them. But they gave them the message. They wouldn't have known if that person hadn't told them. But peace and bye to that energy. And peace and bye to a lot of other negative energies that got something to say about what you and your person of the same sex is creating and doing and gaining in your life. You gaining so much, you ain't even worried about too much or nothing. But at the same time, the resurface of that guardian is really frustrating right now to you. It's really frustrating. Look, 30 to 40-year-old woman here. Remember I said 20 to 30 years old? Your friend could be a 30 to 40-year-old woman here. Aries energy. Okay? You could be the Aries, but I feel like whoever this is, you 20 to 30 years old. Your friend could be 30 to 40 years old. Okay? You could be 20 to 30, your friend 30 to 40. It's an Aries, like Aries energy. What I say, fire energy, right? Oh, okay. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Finding your purpose. Pat yourself on the back because you did a new thing, a new start, and baby, you doing good. Look at these colors. You see all of the different colors, right? Made for pride. Baby, please. Okay? Do your thing, honey. No matter who you are, what you are, it's all about your soul purpose. Who you are inside. People be like, oh, you going to hell for liking a second six, all that other stuff. No, you not. The person who said it might be the first in hell for saying what they saying. We all here to experience certain things in our life. They say, oh, it's not right. A man's supposed to be with a woman's supposed to be a man. Yeah, but it's a whole bunch of things supposed to be right that ain't right neither, is it? But it's still functioning in the world. It's all about who you are in general with yourself and being comfortable with who you are. And you get blessed for being just who you are. The Spirit of God loves all of us, not just some of us. The Four of Swords is back out here because a lot of people don't know how to sit down and think about the actions that they're taking towards things and get up and call the truth on what they did and how they did it. That's how you change things around in your life. That's what you did, right, collective? Okay? Thank you for tuning in, subscribing to my channel. I'm just Moon Priestess, the messenger. If this message is resonating with you, baby, I hope it does. Okay, honey? If you're looking for a person, you can contact me, email. I'll give you all the details you need. Until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, baby. I'm just Moon Priestess, the messenger, delivering to the collective. I hope this message finds whoever it needs to find. Have a good day.